What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So getting in a little individual session. It's like Sunday morning, 7 a.m. It's chilly, not as cold as up in Portland, but it's still like 40 degrees. So that's pretty cold for Southern California. I am going to put my boots on, get a little warm up in, and then today's session is really going to be focused on all the weaknesses that were in the last video, like wing play, 1v1, finding forward passes into the box and finding, like crosses that are like really picking out somebody. That's the goal, at least. It is a Sunday, so I came out here early, so I hope I don't get kicked out by some team playing a game or something. But, we will see. I think I got about 2 training sessions left in these boots before they tear. So I got to enjoy them. I can fly. Before we get into today's training session, I want to introduce the sponsor of today's video, Acorns. Are you actively trying to save and invest money for the future? If not, what are the reasons? Are you lacking on extra cash? Are you afraid to make mistakes? Are you just intimidated by the whole process? Well, that's where Acorns comes in. Acorns makes it easy to save and invest every day in the background of life, starting with just your spare change. No expertise required. You start by getting set up with Acorns by using my link, which just takes about 5 minutes, and then you begin investing with as little as $5. Essentially, you're just setting it up and letting Acorns do all the work. You barely notice it, and over time, it can really grow. It's super easy to use and requires absolutely no experience to know how to work it. Acorns helps you build habits for your financial well-being that could have a big impact. It's also trusted and backed by leading innovators and inventors such as PayPal, Dwayne Johnson, Jennifer Lopez, CNBC, BlackRock, Ashton Kutcher, and Steve Harvey. They also have diversified portfolios designed by experts to help you give more exposure to more of the markets. Acorns takes the guesswork out of investing. With Acorns, you can get a banking account that saves and invests for you every time you spend. You can auto-invest a piece of every paycheck, use one of their 55,000 free ATMs and there's 0 overdraft fees. You can instantly invest spare change with every swipe of your Acorns debit card, and you'll get an Acorns debit card with your signature custom engraved. Go to get.acorns.com/becomeelite to download Acorns and get started investing with just your spare change. And you can get a $10 bonus investment if you use my link to set up an account today. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you so much to Acorns for sponsoring this video. Okay, so drill number 1, super simple, starting over here on the left side of the field. Just going to do like a converging zigzag cone weave, so just working on dribbling. This is still kind of the warm-up though, like working in the warm-up. Weave through these cones in a zigzag formation. Once I get to this cone, take a touch, do a move at these 3, this triple cone right here, come inside, and then like I'm really close. I'm like 7-8 yards away. So it's just going to be like open up the hips inside the foot. You can think of it as a pass or like a kind of a finessed finish right to the far post. But this is just a little bit more of the warm up before we move things back and do more dynamic and like longer range stuff. Good start. And my rest time is literally just the walk back or the time it takes to collect the balls. No. I have to go to a different field. They're set up football. Damn it. Morning. What time are people going to start rolling in here?
We start at 8.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want the corner. We're only going to be up to the red line.
Okay.
So you can go in the corner if you want.
All right, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Awesome. Thank you. So I did get kicked off the main field. There's some like flag football going on, but there's this good little triangle area behind the football field. So they said I could be back here and train. So I've already done like 6-7 sets of this. So I'll finish over here on the right. I'll go over on the left, and I'll just keep on going with the session. Ay. Ay. I feel like when so many people come and work on finishing and want to work on shooting, they just spend the entire time outside the box, like ripping 30-yard volleys or 25-yard shots outside the box, which is fine. Like, you need to work on that as part of the game. But I think this area, like inside the box, placement shots really fast, like one step, it's just crucial to work on. I mean, that's majority of the goals scored is inside the box, really fast, tight, and just placing it. So that's what this drill is trying to replicate a little bit. Ah! This drill is pretty much as simple as it gets. Just standing probably right around 18 yards out, just gonna roll the ball inside along the 18-yard line and just try to curl the ball to the far post. 12, 15 reps each side. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Dang. Ay, fuck me. Uh-oh. This one's literally directly in the sun. I'm sorry, that's the best I can do. Ah. There we go. Ooh. All right, this next drill is literally just like a freestyle. I have two kind of 90-degree walls, so kind of just freestyle, passing against the wall, take my touch and turn this way, and then I just want to lace the ball with the right or left foot on the ground in between these two blue cones in the center of that goal. I don't know if you can see the blue cones, but they're over there, and they're in the center of the goal. Perfect. Yeah, I really wanted to get out and do an individual session today because I feel like I've been, usually in off season 4 or 5 days out of the week, it's with the group and it's great, but I mean, it's just kind of just rondos, passing patterns and playing. And so I wanted to show a little bit more dynamic range of drills, especially because most of you guys probably watching are training by yourselves. I mean, most of you guys don't have a really good group of dedicated pros to come out and train with 4 or 5 days a week. So hope you guys like the individual session every once in a while. Ah. Damn. All right, that's good. All right, that's been out here I think it's like an hour and a half. So pretty good. A lot of shooting, a lot of dribbling, a lot of 1v1 moves, and then some good passing and driven lace balls, progressive passes forward. So I'm happy with that. It's good. I wish I could have done a little bit more crossing though, but I got kicked off. So tomorrow, Mimi and I are actually flying out to Charleston. I'm pumped for it. We're going to try to find a house to lease so that when we actually get out there and full on move in, we'll already have a place to stay and we can just move the cats and all our furniture directly into our apartment. So the next 5 days, Mimi and I will just be, oh, good touchdown. The next 5 days, Mimi and I will just be exploring Charleston, seeing what it has to offer, seeing the city and trying to find a place.
All right, I just had breakfast and now I'm just gonna do some Become Elite work, just kind of chilling, and then I got a Zoom call in about half an hour. So I thought, while I'm just here, I'll do the continuous Q&A for today's video. This one is from Xenius, and Xenius asks, how old were you when you got your first agent? How did you find him? And do you really need an agent to go pro? So a few really good questions there. I got my very first agent the day after I played my final collegiate game senior year of college. If you guys are familiar with the NCAA rules and everything, you can't have an agent or talk to an agent while you're playing, or else you might lose your eligibility to actually play. So as soon as I finished my final game, I was actually contacted by this agent and just said, I've been following you, I've been following your collegiate career, really interested in representing you. And yeah, just kind of went like that. I stayed in contact with him over the off season, and he actually sent me to my very first professional trial over in Iceland. He got that trial all set up for me. It went really well, or it didn't go very well because I didn't sign over there, but the whole process was smooth of him kind of getting me out there and getting me set up with a team over there. I ended up signing there. I got kind of rejected, came back to America, and then I stayed in contact with him, but I really never got any more leads, any more contacts in any other team. So things kind of fizzled out with that agent. I didn't really talk to him much after that. He didn't have any other opportunities for me, so that was pretty much it. And then from that point on, after Iceland, like Vancouver Whitecaps 2, Sacramento Republic, all the stuff in Germany, Orange County Blues, and even St. Louis FC, and even New Zealand as well, all of those contracts that I got, or all those opportunities, were either through me or through an old coach that I knew, kind of helping me get in contact with those teams. So I didn't really sign with another agent or even talk really to another agent until 2017, 2018. So like 2-3 years later. So I kind of kickstarted my entire career without the help of an agent. The second agent that I got in contact with was just through my teammate at St. Louis FC. So I was at St. Louis, I was talking to him like, hey, do you have an agent who represents you? Do you like him? He said good things. I said, well, you know, could you put in a good word for me and could I talk to him? And then that's how I started talking to the second agent. The third agent came along very similarly. One of my old college teammates, Ramon Martino Ocampo, was then playing professionally, I think in the NASL or up in Canada or somewhere. And I was talking to him in off season. He's like, yeah, talk to my agent, you know, see if he can find anything for you. And that's how I started talking to the third agent. The fourth agent kind of DM'd me randomly. He just sent me a DM on Instagram and said, you know, I've been following you in the USL. You're a good player. I'd love to represent you if nobody's already doing that. I would love to look for teams on your behalf. I said, yeah, for sure. So that was the fourth agent I started talking to. And then the fifth agent I started talking to is my current one that I've had for 3 years, 4 years, OPSM Pro, Godwin, and that's been going great. I met him through his younger brother. I played with his younger brother at Tulsa Roughnecks. So that's kind of been my story with agents. And do you need them? No, not at all. You can do everything yourself. You can reach out to teams yourself. You can negotiate contracts yourself. It's perfectly fine and it works. But they are definitely helpful because they can get you opportunities and then they kind of know the game, know contracts, and they can definitely help you with that aspect. So yeah, I'd recommend them, but definitely do your research, talk to them, and make sure it's a good fit.
Good sand.
We just thought we'd get a lot of beach and sun. You know, since we're going to Charleston, we won't be able to get that there. Fix the table.
No, I'll fix it. You watch me fix it.
To each their own.
Okay, so Mimi and I need to pack up for Charleston right now. Like I said, we're just going for 5 days. We're just gonna go and try to find a place to live pretty much. And then we're gonna come back to San Diego and then do the full move out to Charleston later. So just packing for a little trip. But I also need to bring some training gear because there's already guys that are gonna be at the Charleston Battery next year. They're already in town and I've been in communication with them, talking to them, and we're gonna do some training while I'm there as well. So that should be good. Mimi's not too happy because I think Gucci just peed on her suitcase. So that's fun. Are you thinking that we should just leave Gucci here?
Or kill her.